Fox News Channel, fair and balanced.
After meeting at the White House yesterday when all the lights were on, state insurance commissioners are apparently not sold on the president's Obamacare fix of 1 year.
That's right. In a statement, the group said state insurance regulators stressed their concern that different rules for different policies would be detrimental and could result in higher premiums for consumers.
So is the president's fix a fix at all? Stuart, Varney here with the details. You know, when he said it last week, you were critical. Now the insurers are coming in to say it's not practical.
It's not a fix, period. It is not a fix. I'll give you the example of North Carolina. In North Carolina, those who have had their plans cancelled are now being told you can keep your plan for 1 more year, but you will pay a lot more for that same plan, 16 to 24% more. I put it to you, that's not a fix. You can keep your plan, but whoop-de-doo, you've got to pay a whole lot more for it. That is not a fix.
Sounds like a penalty for choosing to keep your plan if you opt for that.
In many ways it is.
You're renting your plan.
Yeah, look, it adds to the chaos and confusion of what amounts to a rolling collapse. When those insurance commissioners came out of their meeting yesterday, Reuters did a poll of state insurance commissioners. What's the state of play in the states across the country? 9 states are going to allow you to keep your plan, but we don't know at what price. 4 states will not allow you to keep your plan.
Sure.
So where do you stand?
Right.
If you're out there and your plan's been cancelled, depending on where you are, you don't know where you are. You don't know where you stand on this.
Chaos, right?
Yeah.
Chaos is the exact word to use.
You know what? It is a political, I beg to differ with you. It is a fix for President Obama. His ratings are going into the cellar, and his political team said, look, we got to do something. So he came out last week and he said, you know what? If you've got that thing, I'm going to fix it, and you can kick it down the road a year.
I beg to differ with you, Steve.
All right.
Because it's not a political fix when consumers find out, oh, I can keep the plan, but I've got to pay a whole lot more for it. That's what gets people riled up. That's the political failure.
Here's why I say it's a fix, because all the mainstream media covered it last week. Look, the president is addressing the problem. How many news outlets are actually doing this story that you're doing right now? That you don't know whether or not you can keep it, and your rates are going to jack up.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's watching them. They're watching Steve, Elizabeth, and Brian.
Right. Not in that order.
I'm sitting right in the middle of you. I'm deeply flattered.
But here's what you're forgetting. In this big policy, when the CBO got this policy, they say it's going to be deficit neutral, and everyone said, oh, wait a second, maybe the president's right. But now he's giving waivers to the unions, giving special supplements there. He's put a waiver on the employee mandate. Now people are calling a waiver on the individual mandate. There's no way that somewhat skewed equation is going to get close to balancing out. No. The other story is going to be the cascade of dollars going into our debt pile.
Yes, it is, because the cost of Obamacare, the cost to taxpayers of Obamacare, just keeps on rising. There are constant additions to the cost that the taxpayer has to meet.
And you called it on this show and on your show, which, by the way, airs at 9:20 Eastern time. I checked the rundown today.
That's excellent, Brian.
Yeah,
9:20 Eastern,
That's
everyone.
right.
9:20.
That's
We'll be
where
tube side.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.